Police Chief Rick Hanson back to chat about some of the issues that people are talking about in Calgary and beyond. So much to talk about when it comes to the news, and of course the Boston Marathon bombings, a tragedy for everybody. But of course, people here in Calgary talking about the upcoming Scotiabank Calgary Marathon and the security implications. You have to be thinking about that, I would think.
Well, we're always thinking about security. I mean, the world changed 10 years ago, and we have not ever changed back to where you don't consider security around an event. The thing in Boston is not about runners. They're not targeting runners. They haven't declared war on runners that we've heard of. What this is the premier event for Boston. Right. Hundreds of thousands of people downtown on Patriots Day, the symbolism, all of that kind of stuff. So it's not like every race now there's a risk of being targeted. Terrorist acts usually focus on an event, a building, or something where it's got significance. So, I mean, we have to be alert in everything that happens today. But if you look at a city like Calgary, the premier event would be what? The Stampede. So for those that are running in 10K runs and half marathons and marathons, other than the usual common sense approach to things, there's nothing to indicate that all of a sudden, you know, that they're focusing on runners.
Now, of course, these are always done to sort of evoke fear in the masses. What do you say, you know, in your role as police chief to sort of help allay people's fear of any public situations, I suppose?
Well, there's two things. One, I hope people are just, you know, giving a thought to other parts of the world where this is a reality every day. Every day, people are living in fear because of IEDs. The second thing is that Canada is a targeted country now and has been for many years. So the level of scrutiny, awareness, security level is a lot higher in Canada today towards terrorist acts than it ever was prior to 9/11. So when we do our threat assessments, they're a lot more thorough and comprehensive than they were prior to 9/11. So we rely on people to be vigilant every day of the week. If they see something suspicious, we probably get dozens of calls a year on suspicious packages. Some of them turn out to be old bombs, things from World War II. Sometimes they're just packages that have been sent in the mail and they're ticking or whatever. Or sometimes they're leaking some kind of a substance. But we get those calls because people are alert to things that are unusual. So the first line of defense always is people being vigilant.
Now, I want to talk to you more, you know, your role as the sort of primary overseer of an enforcer of the law, but also you are a community leader, and I know that mental health, suicide prevention, all of that is very much on your radar. Rehtaeh Parsons, this case that happened in Nova Scotia, a young girl who sadly took her own life while she was taken off life support after she tried to hang herself, sexually assaulted. I suppose, can you say, you can't say definitively because this has not gone through the court, but what we've heard, sexually assaulted, some photographs made the rounds on social media. She became depressed, tried to take her own life, and eventually had to be taken off life support. There are a lot of things here that I think would concern you and concern the community as a whole. Youth suicide, I know that's a big deal for you.
There's so many issues rolled into this one thing, and we look at everything that happens across North America. There's another one in California, very similar, where actually they arrested the 3 responsible. Girl committed suicide though, but they did it all, wrapped it up in 8 days. We always look at this stuff and then assess what we're doing to see, can we do it better? I mean, we've got the Child Advocacy Center, a 15-year-old that's alleging a sexual assault. Our child abuse unit swings into action. If there's allegations that there's pornography being transmitted illegally, and that's what this would have been, then we get our tech crimes, or we could get ICE involved, our cybercrime investigation unit. We can get our general investigation people involved. There's a lot of different things, our school resource officers. We have to do a full court press, but to your point, there needs to be, and we're working on now, a far more comprehensive education approach, because parents don't know how to deal with this. And we are developing a program to deliver to parents. We need to have something more comprehensive in the schools, because young kids, 13, 14, 15, when it comes to sexting and sending photos, are making decisions that they don't understand are going to have a serious impact on their life down the road, in the distant future, and in the not so distant future. So a big piece of this is about education. A big piece is about intervening as quick as you get the information. And here in Calgary, we've got a great relationship with both school boards. It's fantastic. And we jump all over these things as quick as we can as soon as we get the word, but we need to do better in the education piece, without a doubt.
Well, I know CPS is very involved in trying to make that cultural shift a reality, so very much appreciated, and really nice to see you, Police Chief Rick Hanson. We'll see you again next month.
You bet. Thank you.